It's an exciting day on the homestead. Today we're going to bring down the first two big trees since I got here. These two trees are two very large hemlocks in the southeast portion of the existing clearing, and the reason they're going to come down first is twofold. Number one, by taking them down, I increase the southern exposure in the existing clearing so that I can get more sun in for solar when I start using it. And the second reason is because these are very big trees, which means they can be milled and turned into lumber that I can use to build my deck for my home. Now, felling large trees is dangerous work, and it's something I'm currently not skilled enough to do safely. So I've asked my neighbor, who's been doing it for about 20 years, to help me, and he's agreed. He'll handle the initial dropping of the tree and also cutting some of the big limbs after it's been felled so that I can come in after him and do the rest of the work safely. Okay, the two trees are down safely. So now it's my turn to come in and clean up the smaller branches and prepare the sections of trunk to be hauled up to the mill and cut into boards.
I'm out here doing what might be considered the modern equivalent of roughing it. And yet, as I look around, I've still got all kinds of modern conveniences to assist me. I'm wearing blue jeans, I've got boots that protect my feet, I've got this awesome chainsaw that helps me do this work more quickly. Being just a little bit further away from modern convenience has caused me to think about this question over and over again. How in the hell did human beings make it? I mean, as a species, to go from naked and afraid in the woods to all the modern comfort we have now, it just seems like a miracle. Human beings in their modern biological form have been around for about 200,000 years, but it's only been about 5,000 or 6,000 years since we've had anything except stone tools to work with. I just love having a more embodied understanding of how difficult that must have been.
It took about 5 days to clean up everything from the two hemlocks we felled. It's a totally different experience when you're looking up at a tree, noticing how majestic it is, versus when the thing is on the ground. It's just a huge amount of biomass, branches tangled everywhere. Very different experience. There's one more hemlock to bring down. Now this particular tree is tricky. There's a big trunk going up the center, and then there's another trunk that forks off the back, and then nearby there's another tree, and they're all kind of hung up together. These trees weigh thousands of pounds, and they can behave in pretty unpredictable ways when they're all hung up like that. I actually tried to take the back trunk off myself yesterday, and I didn't have any luck. I couldn't get it to move. We'll see if we can get this thing to come down. There it goes. We finally got it down. Took about 2 hours. All the complications I talked about earlier really got in the way. I am so glad that I had somebody here who has experience felling trees and made a big difference. And what's really amazing to me is this tree is so much bigger and more powerful than me in so many ways. But I have one tool and some brains and some patience, and I can do all that all by myself in about an hour. I want to show just how big these trees are and how much force they fall with when they come down. So if you look here, you can see that looks like a tree growing out of the ground. I can grab a hold of it, I can give it a really good tug, and it's not going anywhere. But it is in fact not a tree growing out of the ground, but a branch from this 80-foot hemlock that was driven into the ground when the tree came down. And here you can see there's still one connected. There's the branch coming out of the tree, and it just drove it straight into the ground. So I don't know how deep it goes into the ground, but I can tell you it's deep enough that I can't pull it out by hand. So you can get an idea from that just how dangerous this can be and how this tree could easily kill you if you mess up.